Hello guys, my name is Balkrishna Srivastava and welcome to Code with BK. So in this video we write C++ solution for LeetCode problem number 6, which is this problem, ZigZag conversion. So before we begin, it is a request to please subscribe to my channel. So take a minute and give this question a reading. Okay, so suppose you are given a string and they have given this example of a string which is to say a PayPal is hiring, right? Maybe PayPal was hiring with this string. Okay, so PayPal is hiring. Okay, so you are given this string and you are given a value rows, say 3 in this case. So you have to print this string in a zigzag manner within these rows. That is, for example, if you have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, as many as characters in that row, that is not given. It's just 3 rows given. So you have to insert it in this fashion. Okay, so if you follow this fashion, so this direction, so P, then A, then Y. Okay, then this direction, then we have P, then we have A. Okay, then this direction again, Li, Li, then this direction again, then we have S, then H. Okay, then this direction again, I, R, then this direction again, then I, then N. Okay, and then this direction again, sorry, N comes here. Okay, I, N, and then this direction again, so G. Okay, so this is it, right? PayPal is HIRING. Alright, so if you think of a 2D array with 3 rows, okay, and number of columns, let's just take enough number of columns so that we are able to fix this. So row index 0, 1, 2, so PAY, PAL, PayPal, IS, HIRING, and column indices 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is J. Okay, so they say that if this string is represented in this manner, you have to give the output where you have to append each row one by one. That is, contents of row 0, which is P, A, H, N, then contents of next row, which is A, P, L, S, I, I, G, then contents of third row, which is Y, I, R. Okay, so P, A, H, N, A, P, P, A, H, N, A, P, L, S, I, I, L, S, I, I, G, Y, I, R. Okay, this is supposed to be your output. So your input is given string, given number of rows, then get the characters of this string in this zigzag manner across the given number of rows, which comes out to represent in a 2D array something like this. Okay, and then you append each row starting from the first row, characters from each row which are not blank starting from the first row, and append it together to get this string. Okay, so one method is obviously using this 2D array. Okay, you keep traversing this string from left to right and keep iterating the array using this. Okay, this idea. And then finally append characters from each row starting from the first row which are not blank. This is possible, will work, but the first problem is number of columns. How do you find the number of columns? So if we take number of columns equal to the length of the string, the memory becomes too large, process becomes too slow. Okay, and the second thing is there is a better method available. Okay, so now we see how to find the best solution for it. Okay, for now I'm just gonna write PAY, then PAL, then ISHIRING, right? This is what we have. So we want this string PAHN plus this string APLSIIG plus YIR. Okay, so when you append these 3 strings in this order, you get this. So I was coughing a lot, I had to have cough syrups. Okay, alright, so what I'm saying is, if I'm able to generate these 3 strings, okay, I can append them and I can get my resulting string. Okay, so in order to generate these strings, I am gonna follow the process to fill in the 2D array as if I had a 2D array. Okay, I'm gonna start at I equal to 0, j equal to 0, which is this location. I'm gonna increment I as long as possible, then I'm gonna move in this direction, then in this direction. Okay, so this process can be divided into this top to bottom direction and this diagonally up direction. Alright, I'm gonna follow this process as long as there are characters left in this string. Iterating this string, okay, starting from I equal to 0, j equal to 0 in this 2D array, supposing we have a 2D array, and following these two directions, okay, as long as there are characters. Okay, when I'm following this direction, if I had a 2D array, I would be adding characters to this ij location, okay, ij location here. But what I'll do, I'll take an array of empty strings. Okay, this is empty string at index 0, 1 and 2. Okay, and as I travel in this direction, if I had a 2D array, I was supposed to place this character at I comma j location in my 2D array here. Okay, but I don't have a 2D array, so I will simply append this character at the end of the string at ith index in my array of strings. So I have 3 strings, okay, because there are 3 rows, 0, 1, 2, and they all start with blank. Okay, alright, so I'm starting with this direction. So I have I equal to 0 right now. Okay, I am here. I add this character to the string at index 0 in my array of strings. This is my array of strings. Okay, so this becomes P. So this becomes P. Okay, I added this. I move on to the next character because I'm going to go this direction. So this direction is one loop and this direction is another loop. We'll code it. Not difficult. Okay, so the next character is A. I'm going to add it to the string this, which is this one. So this becomes A. Okay, then my I becomes 2. So I have to add this character at the end of this string at this index. So this blank now becomes Y. So this blank becomes Y. Okay, then I travel in this direction. So my next character is P again, which is at index 1. So I add it at the end of this string. So it becomes A and then P. A and then P. Okay, this character is added. I move here. This is at index 0, row number 0. So I add it at the end of this string at index 0 in my array of strings. So A is added here. So I have this becomes P A. P A. Okay, then I move in this direction again. So I have L at index 1. So L goes at the end of this string at index 1 of array of strings. So this is APL now. Okay, then I'm moving to I, adding at the end of the string at index 2. So this is now YI. I is added here. This is now YI. Okay, again moving in this direction, I come to S, which is at index 1, row at index 1. So adding to this string. So APL becomes APLS. APLS. Okay, S is added, moving to H. H is at index 0, row with index 0. So adding to end of string at index 0. So the PA becomes PAH. PA becomes PAH. Okay, then moving, H is added, moving to I, which is at index 0, row with at index 0. So adding to end of this string. So this becomes APLSI. Okay, then we move to R. R is at row with index 2. So adding it to end of this string, which is at index 2. So it becomes YIR. Okay, then we move to I, which is again adding at the end of string with index 1, because this is at index 1. So APLSSS, then I one more. So this is another I added. Okay, then we move to N, which is added to string with string at index 0. So PAH and then N. And finally adding G to string at index 1, because this is at row index 1. So this is APLSSIG. Okay, so we get 3 strings for each of this row eventually. PAHN, which is what we wanted, then APLSIIG, which is what we wanted, and then YIR. So given a string and the number of rows, first thing we do is we create array of strings. How many, what is the length of the array? Number of rows. We have a string for each row starting with a blank. Okay. Then we traverse, okay, in this zigzag fashion, following the indices I, j, as if we were traversing a 2D array, and keep appending the character that we come across to the corresponding ith string for ith row. And then our final answer is appending these three strings. Okay, so going back, I copied this. Okay, the border cases that we can have first is if there is a single character in the string. Okay, so if s dot length equal to 1, we return string as it is. Okay, the other border case is if the number of rows is 1, we simply return the original string. So if the number of rows is 1, return the original string. Okay, number rows equal 1, return s. Okay, then we follow our algorithm. The first is we create an array of strings. Okay, so I'll say string row strings, okay, num rows, and each string has to be a blank, starting has to be a blank. So num rows I plus plus, okay, row strings of I equal to blank. Okay, now we traverse in this zigzag fashion, iterating this string. Okay, so I have an index starting at 0 for this string, and this will go on as long as index is less than s dot length, as long as the index of the string is valid, as long as we have not covered all the characters. Okay, and I have I equal to 0 in j equal to 0 starting from first row, starting from first column. Okay, all right. So there are two motions here. You can say zigzag motion. One is this and the other is this. So in this, with whatever I am at, I'm gonna keep incrementing I as long as it is valid. Okay, so a downward motion, I can say, increment I as long as possible. Okay, so while again, as long as there is a character left and I less than num rows. Okay, so what we were doing, whichever row I am at, I am gonna add this character to the end of the string at the ith index. Okay, so I am at ith row, I need to add at the end of the string at ith index the current character, which is s of index. Okay, moving on to the next character, you can do index plus plus here, and moving on to the next row, you can do I plus plus here. Okay, so this is downward motion. Okay, so after this loop ends, okay, either we are done with all the characters of the string or I equal to number of rows. So I comes here. Okay, I is in this case say 3. Okay, and you have to start here. So I has to go 2 rows backwards. So move I upwards. Okay, so I minus equal to 2. Okay, because I started here, I plus plus, I stopped here. Now I has to be here. For this I has to go 2 places up. Okay, and then j has to go forward because j is here right now. J is equal to 0 right now. So I'm gonna say j plus plus. Okay, then we have our diagonal upwards motion. Okay, in the second motion of a zigzag motion. In this case, the same thing, as long as we have characters in the string left and I is greater than equal to 0. That means we have to stop at this row. Okay, so we say the same thing, appending this character at the end of the string at this index in the array. Okay, then I goes upwards. Okay, j also goes forwards, because in this motion, okay, I is decreasing, you are going upwards, and j is increasing because you are going left to right. Okay, and when this loop breaks, your I and j are here. That is, I becomes -1. Okay, and j is one column after where it is supposed to be. So we set I equal to 0. Okay, I equal to 0, and we do j minus minus to bring it back to the column it is supposed to be, because it stopped here. We are going in this direction. So j has to come to this row, which is j minus minus, and we have to start with I equal to 1, sorry, not I equal to 0. Okay, because this is already added, right? we have to add this one now. Okay, and again then this motion starts again because I and j are here now. So it will go forward as long as I equal to 3, j stays the same. This loop, downward motion. Then again, okay, the I and j starts here, goes here. Okay, stops here, then starts here again. Okay, all right, and this continues as long as we have characters left in the string. Okay, finally what you have to do is append all these strings in the array. All right, so I will say append strings of the array row strings. So I'll say string result is blank, which we have to return. Okay, and I'll say for int I, oh we have taken I, right? So I equal to 0, I less than num rows, I plus plus. Okay, and I'll say result dot append row string of I. We can run a test case, convert number of rows was 3, changing a line. All right, compiling LeetCode 6, running LeetCode 6, PAHNAP LSIIG which is correct. For 4 rows this comes out to be PINAL SIGY AHRPI which is correct. Okay, so let us test this now. Copy, indentation does not matter, but still let us test this. Okay, case 1, case 2, case 3, submitting this now. All right, okay, so beats 100%, that's good. Okay, so this is our solution code. Okay, so I hope you like this video and this was helpful. So if there's any doubt, there's a part you don't understand, please let me know in the comments. I always try to answer all your comments, and you can also let me know in the comments if there's a question you want me to solve or if there's a concept you want to discuss. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.